That's a whole other story, that's not why we're here. So I want to talk to you real quick. I want to dismiss the old adage, don't go into business with people that you know. Don't go into business with family and friends, but that's what we do all day, right? I would not be in business with anyone else. She is an absolute rock star, and as we've been together, what, 7 years now?
7.5 years.
7.5 years, yes. She's the detail person. I am the vision person. So she'll correct me throughout this entire thing on all of the details I forget. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Jess. Jess is the person that kind of runs the daily operations, never forgets anything, keeps all of the office in line and going. But we have been through, in the last 7 years, incredible growth. So, well, not really growth physically. We've actually lost weight. You're going to see that here. Let's click. Oh. That's our introduction. There we go. We hesitated to put this picture up there because we look so horrible, but we wanted you to know that when we came together to get into business, we didn't just start a business, we started growing our lives together, growing our team together, getting healthier. In the last 7 years, we have been through so many things. Jess has lost her very best friend, Susan. She started this journey to better health. Her husband, John, had a massive stroke. He's still recovering from it. It's a daily struggle. He's still in doctor's appointments and is not completely recovered. Her dad had bladder cancer. Her daughter graduated from law school. Jack, where's Jack? Jack's around here somewhere. Jack's back there. Jack joined our team and opened
your Tampa contact if you need one.
Yep, shameless plug. We'll be plugging our kids throughout this. And in the last 7 years, she has completely changed who she was. Jess never traveled. Her travel went going to the Keys or anywhere she could drive because she wouldn't fly. Now, how many times a year do you fly?
Last year I flew like 8. I was really proud of myself.
Yeah.
Next year's Ireland.
I'm proud because she doesn't scream anymore when the plane takes off.
And I don't take Xanax every time anywhere.
Yeah.
I just drink the whole way.
Yes, for sure. So that's Jess in a nutshell.
That's me. So a little less of me. I have a lot to go, but I'm trying.
What have you lost?
86.
Yeah, 86.
A little person. Anyway, as you can see, it's a little then. So if you want to go to the next slide, please. So I'm going to introduce you to Erin, and you're going to see why we're going through this, because every person has their thing, has their problems, has their stressors, has things that they go through on a daily life, and you're going to see why we're pushing that. You know, Erin and I, like she said, we've known each other for 25 years, and so about 7.5 years ago, we were sitting at a football field, and I said, she had taken one of my clients. And
I've taken a lot more since then, but yeah, it's fine.
So we're both in production, we both sell, we do everything 50-50. We have a wonderful team. Most of them are sitting in front of us or sporadic out through doing content. But we decided, instead of fighting for the same people, because we're both from the same area, we've lived there. I'm born and raised in Fort Myers, she's been there for many, many years. Quit fighting for the same people, let's work together to be successful. We did that, and we have
It took me a year to talk her into leaving the big balloon company to come over to Keller Williams. She kept saying, come to mine. I was like, no, I'm not going there. So.
Yes. Well, I had worked by myself. I worked for my dad. I'm a second generation realtor. I have a third one in the back. And I didn't know anything else. I knew my way, and nobody knows how to do it like I know how to do it. So it was a very hard adjustment. But it did take me a year, but it was the best decision I ever made. I can't tell you anyone besides my family that I trust more than who I'm sharing the stage with. I can leave and everything is, I know it's in her hands and it's good hands. So, she's been through quite the few years as well. She had second degree cancer. She went through a very contentious divorce for many years. Started fostering children, which we'll get to shortly. Her mother had cancer, and while she was treating her mother, she had a very devastating diverticulitis. A cyst exploded in her, and she ended up 2 weeks in ICU, septic, and we almost lost her. This was in 2021?
No, she's like 20, yeah.
Anyway, so after 2 years of multiple surgeries and a lot of drama, she is back. She's lost 114 pounds. She always has to be big. We obviously went through COVID. She bought a house and remodeled it. While we were in the remodel, we went through 3 major hurricanes. We had Ian, Milton, and Helene. It was fun. And then she finally had her last surgery, and when she went through all the medicals, she decided she was gonna stop fostering. Erin did what we call respite fostering. If you're not familiar with fostering, I wasn't. I lived in a bubble. She would take the child right out of when they were pulled from the home due to major trauma, like they're at the hospital with their beaten parent and they were beaten. She would get the child for 24, 48 hours before it was placed in a plate. So one of the one I can't stop thinking about, she got a 4-week-old baby. She brought it to the office. Maria, she was bruised. You'll see her in the bottom left corner. She was bruised from head to toe. It was very devastating for us. It was taxing on her. So we decided, instead of fostering, because it was so much on top of being, you know, in our office, we were top producers, top agent, top group, and we were
with a bunch of babies in and out of the office, because I just brought them all to work all the time, and then everybody would just take them. I'd be like, oh, I have 3 kids today. They'd be like, okay, and I'm going on a showing appointment.
Exactly. So we decided to do our foundation. So we started what we call Harlan Foundation, where we support middle and high school foster and homeless children, and those that don't get taken care of as much as the little ones do. So we started the foundation. We started working within our community. Our mission is our brand. So we always, our tagline is serving and strengthening our community. We always want to be part of our community in some way. So if it's our foundation we're working with community cooperative, we're working with Children's Advocacy Center. But before all the fostering, Erin really had in 2024, end of 2023, she got a call that she lost her baby brother to a tragic accident. That was her person. So after all of that, it was like, what do we do? So she kind of recollected. In 2024, she started out, she said the past is the past, we're moving forward. And you don't forget it, you just get around it. And so we have really embraced our community and who we are with our community, and try to really show our community who we are through social media, marketing, and being involved. We're always volunteering in community, different areas of the community. We do cancer bags. My best friend died of breast cancer, so we put together, we call them chemo bags, and we put little treats in them, care gifts, and we take them to the oncology center. We do blessings in the basket. I don't know if some market centers do that. On Thanksgiving, we have our clients, friends and family, they donate a basket, fill it with all the needs for Thanksgiving dinner. We share those. There's multiple things we do to try to connect with the community. We also work with the Lee County School Board. There's over 2,800 kids that are homeless in our county alone. That means they don't have a home. They live in a tent or a car, whatever. We were lucky enough, we've been blessed we've given one girl a car who couldn't get to work, or to school. We had some kids that were living in a tent and wanted to go to their 8th grade field trip, so we bought their tickets. It's just mind-boggling that we don't realize what these kids go through. So with that, the connection that we make, we bring it all the way back to real estate. We bring it back to who we are and our team. And while we don't do it for the business, we connect them to get the business.
So it brings us business. So you're all like, okay, we're not here to learn about you guys, but thanks for listening anyways. You guys were so patient, and some of you even laughed a little bit through it. But we have really been through hell and back. And why are we sharing that with you? Because people do business when they know, like, and trust you. So what we're doing for you right now is connecting. You're going to send us your referrals. You're going to make, remember that lady that fostered? Where was she? What was she doing? Remember that lady that almost died and lost 117 pounds or lost 86 pounds? So how do we turn that into marketing?
Well, we do a lot of things. Like I said, we do all the different things that within the community. We bring that into our marketing side of it. We are all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of them. I can't even think of them right now. We also do, so we have these pages. What we decided to do, Erin decided to, she's a big boater. When we first decided to build a team, and it was just us, she's like, I'm gonna buy a boat. She bought 3 boats. She's on to number 4 now. So she's
always gotta go bigger.
So she started Southwest Florida Boaters. It's a Facebook group. It's grown in a year to 40,000 followers. and it's constantly creating content. After about 500 people, go ahead.
Yeah, so let me tell you what we've done. So we take everything that we do in the community. Our tagline is serving and strengthening the community, and we connect to the community. But we started with just listed, just sold, just, your stoic things, which is good because it gives you reference, it gives you credence, people can see you selling. But we wanted to connect to the community so that people started sending people to us as the area experts. So I said, I'm gonna find a niche, and we tried 3 or 4. We tried living Southwest Florida, Old Florida Dream Team, living the Old Florida lifestyle, and they didn't get any traction. So I finally found in Southwest Florida, I had a group like 10 people, and then somebody with an Android screwed it up, and I couldn't send pictures anymore, I couldn't send destinations anymore, those Android users. So what I did was, I took that group chat and I put it on Facebook. So I got to about 50 people, and I called one of our marketing people, and I said, what do I do with this group? I said, it's exploding. She goes, make it public, and just let people start joining. So I made it public. And she said, don't put anything on there about real estate until you get to about 500 people. When you get to about 500 people, you can start dropping subtle hints that you're selling houses. So I started creating events. I started creating different destinations, like, hey, we're going here. It grew in 2 years. We have 40,000 followers. We probably have about 400,000 if we let everybody in. You guys can all join it. It's SWFL Voters. It had 1 million interactions. And I'll tell you about some of the other pages when I go forward here. January through December through January, you can see down there it had over 1 million interactions on that page. So 3 or 4 times a week, I'm posting little videos on there, and then at the very end of it, I drop my card. Or I say, if you know anybody that wants to come here and needs help with the canals, so find your niche, create that niche, and then create some kind of social media to go around it. The other thing that we did really well was we started having people pay us to market. There are over 400 flags on the water, and those flags all have our logo on them. Restaurants pay to put their logos on them, and then people buy the flags. So now they're paying us for the marketing on it. So beyond that, we started encouraging the team. So now the team has all these different pages, and it just connects your community back to your team, lets you know who your team is, out and about Southwest Florida neighbors. So find your niche in your community, create that niche, become the expert in that niche. From there, we have 3 deals going right now, all over $1 million from voters referrals, from people that are recruiting people to Southwest Florida. We sell sunshine, so that's easy to do, but it's a great way to connect.
So the biggest thing is when you're doing these pages or you're on your own social media page, you have to have consistency. We started doing the call to action. We started doing the mini chats where they're asking us for information. It all brings us back to business. So
Yep, and we're out of time yet. Hold on. But our main thing for you guys is let people know who you are. Get over putting your face on. If you do a video, if you screw up, my biggest videos that get hits on all of ours are the ones we screw up the most. Don't stop, don't redo it, post them. Let people connect to who you really are.
And what I would lastly say is clearly you saw the pictures. We don't love this all the time.
Yes, we do.
A prime example of it, but I got over it. I also don't watch my own videos, but I got over it. I said, screw it. I'm doing it because if I don't do it, I can't get business. And money and business and building who we are and being better than the day before is number 1 for us.
You're never too late to be better.
That was fantastic, y'all.